Melissa Chartrand here with Kevin Howard, Executive Director of the Arts Foundation of Cape Cod. Nice to have you here in studio.
Great to be here.
And by the way, you are decked out. Certainly, of course, it is one of my favorite times of the year when we have the Pops by the Sea concert. It's coming up August 12th right out here on the Village Green, downtown Hyannis.
It's so exciting. The only appearance of the Boston Pops Esplanade Orchestra on Cape Cod, and Maestro Keith Lockhart will be back with us this year, so we're very excited.
We are, and as I said off camera, I have good weather connections this year, Kevin, so I guarantee it will be a beautiful, bright, sunny afternoon.
Yeah, last year was the first year in 26 years that we had any rain, so we're good for another 26, that's what I think.
Exactly. We checked that off the list, and it's going to be great. Now, before we get into the event itself, let's talk a little bit about the Arts Foundation and what you do and why this event then is so important to what you do.
Well, the Arts Foundation is the regional designated agency of Barnstable County that supports, promotes, and celebrates the arts on Cape Cod, and we think it's a very important part of the quality of life here on Cape Cod, as well as a part of the economic engine. Cultural tourism and having the Cape as a cultural destination is very important, and nobody knows it better than here in Barnstable, where you have a designated cultural district and a beautiful high arts district with so many museums and galleries and beautiful waterfront. I mean, the artist shanties, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So, you know, our job is to help to support those programs and make sure that that people know that we've got all this wonderful art and culture that's here on Cape Cod.
That's right, and no better way to do that than with this concert, which is is your largest fundraiser.
Yes, also the largest cultural event on Cape Cod. So, you know, we're going to be happy to welcome 12 to 15,000 of our closest friends to come for a wonderful day of music, starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and really continuing till 7 when the last overture is done by the Pops.
That's right. And let's start with that. Let's start with the pre-entertainment at 1 o'clock. As you say, it's a day where everyone can come in, get their spot, and be entertained all day, all afternoon with great local music. And I love how you integrate that in with the Pops performance.
It really is a lot of fun, because the day is like a music festival. It's really a time to come and set out your lawn chair or your blanket or get a festival seat or table and really make a day of it. And this year we've got Brian Sanchez and the Big Three. Brian just won a talent competition that we had back in the spring, and he's just a very talented young man. So he's got a rock and roll feel, sort of a Fish, Dave Matthews jam band kind of feel, does some covers and originals, and then we'll be entertained by Crabgrass, who are the best bluegrass band on the Cape, bar none. And then we're going to welcome a kind of a cameo spot from the Parkington Sisters, and they are really hitting it big on a national level. So to be able to have them here is a real coup. And then we're going to have something that I think ties together so well with the event as a whole. As most people know, the honorary chair of Pops by the Sea this year is we're honoring Lou Colombo, who unfortunately died this spring, but was a jazz legend here for many, many years. And of course, the Colombo family has been very involved here in Cape Cod and specifically in Barnstable. And so Bart Wiseman, who is probably the leading jazz person on Cape Cod, is going to have Laurie Colombo singing jazz classics. So we're really looking forward to that. And that will be the last act before we go to the Boston Pops.
And what a beautiful tribute, and so many people know and remember Lou so well. I can't think of a more fitting way to finish out the local entertainment before the main show. And now the main show, of course, the national anthem, again, another way to integrate such a local burgeoning talent.
Right. Last year we were very fortunate. We had Siobhan Magnus came and sang the national anthem. She did a beautiful job. And of course, she had such a wonderful run on American Idol. And now we're going to have Lily Mae Harrington, another local product from Sandwich, who has been on the Glee Project. She's been one of the leads on the Glee Project, which is the sort of competition to get on Glee, the Fox hit TV show. So we're really looking forward to Lily Mae coming and singing the national anthem.
She is so talented. And then the show itself, of course, our guest conductor.
Right. Jim Belushi, who again is going to bring a little fun, and
Right.
there are going to be definitely some surprises. But Jim is really was ubiquitous for many years on television, and according to Jim, and he's been in many movies and done animated voices and written a book, and he's also got his own blues band, and he's done work in another iteration of the Blues Brothers, Z Blues.
Z Blues.
But he's got his own blues band, the Sacred Hearts. So something's going to happen there, and
Good.
you're going to have
and
to
you're not
be
going
there.
to tell.
No,
All
you got to
right,
be there to see
try.
it.
Come on, we won't tell anyone.
Yeah. But I will give this away. If you YouTube Fiddle Faddle,
Okay, that's a big clue right there.
that is going to be the tune that he is actually going to guest conduct.
Okay.
And it was originally recorded in 1947. It's a Leroy Anderson song, and it was originally recorded by Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops.
Wow.
So, and people will know it. It is Fiddle Faddle is an appropriate name. Let's
Okay.
just put it that way.
All right, well, we'll check that out. Now let's talk about the artwork on your T-shirt here and the artwork on the cover.
Yes.
Of
Well,
the program book.
this is last year's.
Right.
But every year we have a T-shirt design contest that's open to school students from all over the Cape. This year we had 500 entries, just remarkable artwork. And what happens is then we take the artwork and we have it put on T-shirts that are worn by all the volunteers and then also sold. You have a
Right.
concession stand, and so that becomes one of the sort of iconic images that associate a particular year. So this was 2011. And in the same way, we have a commemorative Pops painting that is done an original piece of artwork. Last year it was Michael Keane did this beautiful Crosby catboat. This year is a magnificent painting by William Davis, who's just from Harwich, such a great marine artist. And he's done an antique steamship. It is unbelievable. And there's this one tie-in that I have to tell this story. It's just remarkable. He actually agreed to do this a year ago. So he's been working on this the whole year. And when we had the unveiling, he referenced that he had a one-handed trumpet player playing on the front deck. And he had finished the painting months before. And it turned out that he had fashioned the one-handed trumpet player after Lou Colombo.
Goosebumps, wow.
Yeah, so good karma around
Yes,
that.
absolutely. So we're just about out of time, Kevin, but I do want to let our viewers know, certainly the artsfoundation.org is where you can get all the information on the event itself, how to contribute if they want to contribute, how to buy the tickets.
Yep.
Everything else. What
Also-
am I leaving out here?
Okay, a lot of ticket outlets. The
Okay.
Hyannis Area Chamber of Commerce, the JFK Museum, Puritan Clothing, Christmas Tree Shops, TD Bank TD Bank outlets, and of course, thank you to TD Bank, because without them, this would not be possible. But there are places all over the Cape that you can buy tickets, Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, so we have many ticket outlet partners, and we will be on the Village Green starting on August 8th and selling tickets there. So come by and watch us setting up. It's really it's a fantastic thing to see the Village Green transform
Absolutely.
for what it usually is, which is a lovely empty green space, to looking what it looks like behind us,
Right.
a hat shell. And
it's a sea of seats and sea of
Yeah.
people. You really need one of those time-lapse videos, I think, to show from start to
I
finish.
would
So it
love to
goes.
do that.
We'll work on that. But
Right.
again, plenty of options to be able to get tickets and get your tickets. It's usually always a sellout.
Yes.
So you don't want to wait. Get your tickets early. And of course, without TD Bank and without this concert, you wouldn't be able to do the work that you do that helps out so many cultural
Absolutely.
organizations Cape-wide
Well,
to keep the arts alive here.
Absolutely. Our grants program are really important to the Cape and to all the cultural organizations and artists around the Cape, so we really want to keep that going.
Great. Well, Kevin, thanks for your time. Kevin Howard from the Arts Foundation of Cape Cod, artsfoundation.org. I'm Melissa Chartrand, wishing everyone an artful day.